Okay, this evening I think I'm going to do one of these very dull unboxing videos. I know some people like them. I find them very boring. I never watch unboxing videos, with a few exceptions of if I actually know what's actually in the box. So this is a parcel that turned up at work today, and actually, funny enough, there was a chap working at the factory today doing a sort of one job, and that my herpes vehicle dropped the parcel off, and actually it looks like it hasn't been drop kicked over the fence, which is unusual. Maybe they've got a New Year's resolution of not throwing parcels about. I doubt that's going to last, but so this parcel turned up, and I picked it up on the way. I went for a walk this afternoon with some friends of mine and came back via the factory and picked it up on the way back. And I thought we'd do an unboxing video this evening. So yeah, it's a box about, I don't know, 1.5 by 6 inches, something like that. I know what it is. I'm sure you can have an idea, guess what it is. And before Radio Cruncher says it, no, it's not test equipment. So let's open it up and have a look. It looks nicely boxed. I'm not sure how much packaging is inside, but we shall find out when we open it up. Very nicely. Oh, it's quite well wrapped actually. It's only single boxed, but okay, that's not too bad. It's a nice solid box. I know a lot of people go on to sort of like a 20-minute discussion on what sort of size boxes you should use and how thick they should be and what grade they should be, and okay, so we're down to bubble wrap. The bubble wrap's been round a couple of times, so that's quite reassuring. I would class this as fairly well packed actually. I'm not disappointed with the packaging. I've seen a lot worse than this, and I've seen better. There you go, there's a little tease. Right, I'm going to take it out of shot. Da, 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 da. Okay, yeah, alright, it's not that exciting, is it? This is a Hacker Herald. No, it's not. It's a Hacker Harrier, sorry. Bought on eBay over the Christmas period. I saw this listed at a very good price or open to offers. So you never go for the opening price, you make the offer. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see it a bit clearer. And the first thing I thought was, well, it looks in really good condition. And sure enough, I've opened it up now. There's not a dent in the grill. It needs a bit of a clean. It's all in nice condition. It's also got the BBC markers I can remember sticking onto my grandma's radio back in the I suppose it must have been the late 70s, early 80s. So this is towards the end of when Hacker were making decent radios. This is a VHF only radio, which is fine. This will be all silicon. This is the model RP71, and it's missing its station markers, which a lot of them do. They usually had a little, like a plastic sliding ident that went along this rail here, and you can see here, and that basically marked your VHF frequencies. But this has been done with the markers that used to come on a little card that the BBC used to send out. When they changed all their frequencies, everyone got confused, so they sent these little markers out. And I like to keep these on actually. I know that the radio wouldn't have come with it originally, but I think it's quite nice to keep them on and keep it sort of a little bit authentic, you know, a bit period sort of thing. So let's slide the aerial up and have a look at that. I'm sliding the aerial up. Let me zoom you back out again so you can see the FM aerial. Okay, so that's lovely and straight. That's no problem with the aerial at all. That all looks good. Everything else on the radio, certainly from the external side, looks pretty good. The end cheeks look nice. They're not scratched. There we go. And they're in pretty nice condition. Got the external power supply and aerial socket. That's actually in really very good condition. I'm not sure if that's standard. Shouldn't they have like a finial over them? But the sort of like a rosewood effect on the wood is lovely. The back panel looks good. You've got a DIN socket here, and the traditional Hacker back plate that was used with the sort of like the earlier models. So let's just pop the back open and have a look inside and see what it is. Now this radio has been sold as spares or repair, non-working. So if this radio actually works, I'm going to try and get my money back, because you know they clearly specified it wasn't working. And if it is working, it's it's not to what they specified, so I should be able to get my money back on that. I'm going to have a look inside and resume you in a bit further. It's a bit awkward to get this right. Okay, so we've got a fairly a smaller elliptical speaker than you would expect in an RP35 or something like that. All silicon transistors. Oh no, actually no, I say that, it's not that. It looks like no, the output stage is still germanium. Looks like AF128, possibly driver, and I'm not sure what the output stages are, but they're definitely germanium. And the rest of it, the front is definitely silicon with lock fits. And is that a TDA 100? Yeah, which is a IF amplifier. So inside, it really is in very nice condition. Actually, I'm really pleased with this. No signs of any bodgery going on, but towards the end of the video, I'm sure there'll be some bodgery going on, so that I won't disappoint on that. Internally, it looks fine. So I suppose the first thing we will do is we'll give it a bit of a clean up, and then I think we'll pair it. Yeah, we'll give it a bit of a clean up first. Clean up the dial so we can make the dial look a bit better, and then I think the second video will be possibly powering it up and having a look to see what's inside. I'll just have a bit of a closer look at this. It's difficult to do this, but I'm holding the radio close to the camera. The camera's on the tripod, so there's your front end, FM only, and then basically IF strip audio amplifier towards your. I think it's your left or your right near these capacitors. Because the image is reversed at the moment, I think. So let's give it a little bit of a cosmetic clean up, see when it comes up. There's a very fine scratching on the front, on the top panel, from sort of like fingerprints and things like that. They can easily be rectified. So I'm going to give it a bit of a clean up first, and we'll come back and have a look, see what it finishes up like.